Welcome back to Country Lifestyle. I'm your host, William Kemeni, and today we'll talk about love in quarantine. Before we jump into the subject, I would like to let you know that Country Lifestyle now shoots live every weekend on Instagram. That would be Saturday at 1 p.m. in French, Sunday 1 p.m. in English. If you haven't done so, follow us on our Instagram page, Country Lifestyle, and we will discuss about motivation strategies. We are socially distant, yet emotionally connected thanks to technology, and I believe this applies to love. On our last live, we discussed all the strategies about how to keep it interested during quarantine. We shared a lot of ideas, and I'll go over 3 tips on how to keep your partner interested. And if you stick with me till the end, I'll talk about a 4th tip, a golden rule that will help you succeed in love. Whether you're single, in a long distance relationship, dating, or living with a partner. So the first tip is role playing. That was interesting because I never role played before, so this will be the first time for me. This idea was very popular among the ladies, so if you want to be happy, keep them happy. For my part, I'll try it for the first time. And I invite you to also try it out, keep it interesting, come up with characters. I actually have an idea in mind. She'll be my Harley Quinn, and I will be the Joker. Number 2, be more passionate. What does that mean? Hug more, kiss more, anything you do more. So for couples that are at home, that's pretty much what it means. But if you're in a long distance relationship, you can play games together. So use technology to your advantage. And FaceTime. Right now, Google Chrome actually has an extension that allows you to play, to watch movies together, to play Netflix movies together, and you can comment on the movie you watch as you go. And remember, this condition is temporary. So you can plan your first date after the quarantine. You can write each other's love letters, poems, you can send each other's gifts. So it doesn't mean that because we are away that we are not connected. So always find something interesting that your partner will be surprised to receive from you. Number 3, communication. Communication is the exchange of information. For an effective communication, both partners need to practice active listening. Active listening requires that the listener fully concentrate, understand, respond, and then remembers what is being said. I'll give you a simple example of active listening. If your partner asks, "Do you think we should get a brown or white couch?" To make sure you understood the question, so you reiterate the question. So you're asking me if you should get a brown or white couch. Or, what do you think we should get? Brown or white couch. So if you are active, you're listening to what the person says, you respond. Because most people already have an answer. They just need you to confirm that you are paying attention. So always make sure to pay attention to what they say and make sure that both of you are going toward the same goal. So for couples who already have a connection, it is easy to share one of the other ideas. But if you feel like there is no connection, or you're trying to build a connection and you feel a resistance, you need to believe in your relationship. You need to believe that you'll be together in the future. So to point it simply, I see myself growing older with my partner. So I see myself being, in my senior years with our kids and grandkids around us. And we talk about it. We talk about we plan our next 5 years, our next 10 years together. So when you have something to fight for, it's much easier. And then a situation like quarantine does not challenge your relationship. Now that takes us to the 4th tip. So the 4th tip is how to keep your future partner interested. So this tip is not just for couples or anyone who has a new partner. This is for anyone, whether you're single, in a long distance relationship, just starting dating as well. And it's simple. It's plan your future. Plan your future ahead, and you'll see how it works out for you. So Before getting married, I took a year of celibacy. I chose not to date anyone. I chose to be single and decided to build my personality, understand who I was, understand what I do, what I want for myself, what I like or not like, right? So it was easier for me to choose a partner that would go along my lifestyle in the future. So after that year of celibacy, it was much easier to approach women and talk to them about my plans. It was much easier to talk about the future, to understand their point of view, right? And also it helped me out decrease my insecurities, because most of the time we're afraid to approach our partners or to be told no, the word no, because we feel like we don't like to be rejected. So when you build yourself and then you know your potential, when you present yourself to someone new, you know whether it's going to work or not, and you're not afraid that it's not going to work. Whether that person is really good, have great intentions, but if you can see that it's not going to work out, it's easy for you to express yourself and share your feelings and say, this was a great date, that was a great meeting, I appreciate meeting you, but I believe we could stay friends or not, how you end up that relationship. So that's my message to people who are practicing celibacy at the moment and who are not afraid to meet someone new, or who are willing to meet someone and don't know how to jump onto the boat. Okay, so now about the fourth tip, how to keep your future partner interested. Plan your future, because it is very impressive to meet someone who's prepared, who has their 5-year, 10-year goal ahead, right? And it's a great filler for conversations. Questions about the future are great tools for intimacy building. So just imagine you meet someone new for the first time, and for example, you plan to build homes or to jump into the real estate business. And the partner that you meet, plan is to decorate homes. So as you just start talking about your plans, the other person also kind of forms and see themselves working with you. Even if you don't end up together, that's a partnership that you can build right there. So build your future, and then you'll always find someone else who wants to join your world to build that future together. And if you decide not to be in a relationship, that is also fine, because I realize sometimes it's better to be single than be in an unhealthy relationship. So you want to keep sanity, especially during this time. But if you are single and you're in love with someone, tell them. It's better to express your feelings. So don't confine your feelings, don't confine your emotions. If you know someone that you love, tell them. I'm sure they will appreciate it, and you'll appreciate taking that weight off of your heart. What's the worst they can do to you? The worst they can do is ghost you. And we are all ghosted anyway. So take your chances, jump onto the boat, jump in the water, and tell the people you love. Call them, text them, whatever approachable way you can do. Let them know that you really love them, and share your feelings, pretty much. And maybe that's the person you will date after the end of the confinement. So these were the tips to help you keep it interesting during quarantine. I hope that was very helpful. I also want to hear from you, and please don't forget to subscribe and watch more videos. Let me know how that worked out for you.